Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would take you through the daily habits that I do, obviously every single day, duh. And I thought I would do kind of what I've done in the past where I sit down and have a chat with you and then insert some clips afterwards with some music so you can see me actually doing the daily habits, because I am really in tune with productivity, things that I need to do each day to keep myself mentally and physically healthy, as well as ensuring that my ADHD brain doesn't forget anything. So simple things like brushing my teeth and showering and stuff like that are on a daily kind of to-do list timer. So it's kind of how these are the way that I keep my ADHD brain in check, basically. So these are the daily habits which I track and that I look at. It's not, I do have a daily routine kind of set up as well, which is slightly different. That's more my ADHD, like specifically focused, make sure that I do everything that I need to do in a day. These are the habits that I want to be doing every single day, and some of them you might look at and go, they're really obvious. Some of them you might look at and go, okay, yeah, fair enough. So without further ado, I am going to ramble on at you guys here, talk you through the habits, and then paste in some clips here, there and everywhere of me doing them, so you can see that and actually kind of get a feel for what it looks like as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 habits that I do every day. Slight caveat, 2 of them I don't do every single day. So I have 10 habits that I do every single day, and then my 2 exercise ones I kind of split up throughout the week. So I will talk you through those as well, but they're at the end. So let's start off with the 10 that I do daily. So habit number 1 is drinking water. Now, I grew up as a teenager hating water. I then kind of became pre-adult, young adult, or however you want to call it. When I went to uni, started loving water, would drink absolutely loads of it. And now I drink a fair amount, but I do need motivation to keep up with how much I want to drink, because I could go days without drinking kind of anything. So I have a goal of 3 litres of water every single day, which I've got my beautiful bottle, and this bottle is a litre. So I have basically 3 of these a day. I'm currently on, this is bottle number 2. I'm not doing very well today, so I will probably stop and chug some water in a minute and then refill it so I could got my last bottle to go. But I generally will get anywhere between 2 to 3 litres done in work, and then by the time I come home I can have fun drinks, which is how I call it, or how I describe it when I'm not drinking water. So I have 3 litres of water every day, whether that's morning, noon, evening. I try and get 3 litres done. What I will say is with these habits, if I don't hit it, so say for instance, if I didn't get to 3 litres today, I only got to 2, I don't then like write that off. I kind of will push that on to tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll try and get 4 litres. The only time I don't ever tend to do that is if I'm having, generally on the weekends, if I have a really bad day with water and I don't get like any, or I only get a litre, then I will generally like skip the habit, and that's okay. I don't feel like I failed. I just feel like I need to make sure I definitely hit my water the next day. It's that kind of thing. If I get 2 out of the 3 litres, then I will roll that over into the next day. I just think that's a really good way to hold myself accountable and stay at my water kind of intake levels and keep it consistent, relatively consistent. We then have on there to meditate once a day. And I tend to do that first thing in the morning. So I wake up, I meditate, I have a 3-minute affirmation video. I listen to the same video every single day. It is kind of a routine. I wake up, I put that on, I meditate, I then get up, go to the bathroom, kind of get ready for the day, do my workouts or whatever. So I actually look forward to it. It's a really calming way to start the morning. And yeah, I listen to the same video every single day, and it's just, I will repeat it out loud. If I'm around family or friends, or like Matt's over or whatever, then I probably will, generally just listen to it and then repeat them in my head. But he's really good as well. He will just like either still be asleep when I'm watching it, or will stay quiet and let me kind of do that. So I really enjoy doing that. We then have habit doing that. We then have habit number 3, which is reading a book. I try and read every single day. This is another habit which, if I do not read like 2 chapters a day, I sometimes have 8 chapters to catch up on. I'm like, no, I'm making this a priority in my life and I will roll this habit over. So I read a book and I just need to read 2 chapters a day. So some books you get and the chapters are massive, and I'm trying to read 2 like massive chapters. Some books I get and the chapters are really short, so I can get it done really quickly. I will say I allow audiobooks for this to count. So sometimes when I've got like a mass like catch up, I will listen to my audiobook for like an hour or 2 and catch up that way. But yeah, any sort of reading, audiobooks, physical, Kindle, whatever it looks like, does count towards that reading a book. So again, another really nice, easy way to keep myself accountable is to read a book, 2 chapters a day. I can do that pretty much any day. At the time of filming this, I have done it because I listened to my audiobook, but I know as well I need to get a clip for you guys of me actually reading, because I probably will do it again tonight. I like to read just before bed as well. Then the another habit is making my bed. I used to never make my bed, and to be fair, I used to never have like a tidy room. I was always the child that had the messy room, bed never made, and I didn't feel good with that. So every morning I will make my bed, generally before work. If I'm running late, then I don't always make my bed. There are days where I don't, and I will just make sure, like, to feel like I still feel accomplished and have done that task, I will kind of semi-make my bed before I then get back into it. But unless I'm ill, I generally get up and make my bed. It's not always the first thing I do, but I generally do it as like one of the last things I do before going to work or going downstairs for breakfast. So I do like to make my bed every single day, and it just helps me feel when I come back in from work or I come back in from being out and about or whatever, it makes me feel like I'm coming back into a clean space. My room's generally always tidy. All I've got on my floor at the moment is my work clothes and my work bag for the next day. Other than that, my room's generally tidy, my bed's made. I feel like I've come back into a really clean space, ready for kind of settling down for the evening, which is obviously a lovely feeling. And then every day will and then every day we'll plan for the day. Technically, I tend to do that the night before, so I get up in the morning and I can check this one off straight away, knowing that I've got a plan for the day. I like to do it the night before. I have started as well planning out my weeks, so where I know I've got work every single day, where I know I do my exercises Monday to Friday generally in my work, and my calendar is blocked out. I don't tend to plan much on the weekends. Make sure I have my to-do list kind of there, so I know what I need to be doing and stuff like that. And that's my weekends like planned, but I generally see Matt or I have bits and pieces on, and so I don't like to have too much planned in. So yes, it's there every single day, but sometimes it'll be, if I know I've got something on the weekend, I'll block that time out so I know. But other than that, if I am just having like a chilled weekend with Matt, then that's fine. I don't need to leave that kind of, I don't need to plan that in, because we kind of see what happens and how that looks like. Habit number Habit number 6 is skincare. So I do my skincare twice a day. This is, again, it's so simple for so many people, but for me, I really struggle to hold myself accountable to getting my skincare done. And it is silly things like all I do is wash my face and put some moisturizer and cream on, but I never would do it, and I would constantly have breakouts. I would have really bad skin. I would then feel really self-conscious in my skin, would want to constantly wear makeup, and it was kind of a vicious cycle because makeup doesn't sit well on my skin. I very rarely wear it, and if I do, I sometimes will get breakouts and stuff. So I know it's probably because I need to look for makeup that sits well with my skin and like my skin type, but I don't feel like I need to wear a lot of makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup in real life. I don't wear a lot of makeup on YouTube because it wouldn't feel authentic enough to put makeup on. If I put makeup on today just to film these videos, I wouldn't feel authentic. I've literally come straight home from work, I'm sitting down, I'm filming some videos because this is a hobby. I enjoy doing this. I don't enjoy putting my makeup on. I don't enjoy taking my makeup off at the end of the day, but I do want to have like a base level of skincare. So I do that every day. I do it in the morning and in the evening, like when I wake up and before I go to bed. So twice a day. I think that's easy and very simple routine. You will see in the clips, it's a very, very, very simple routine. I think both morning and evening have 3 steps. Morning's moisturizer, SPF, lip balm. Evening is moisturizer, thick moisturizer, lip balm. Simple. I can't put too many products on my skin. And then the 7th habit is to journal twice a day. So I have the 5-minute journal app on my phone. It's got morning prompts and it's got evening prompts, and I journal twice a day. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think in the morning it's 3 things I'm grateful for, what I'm going to do today, and a daily affirmation. And then in the evening it's 5 wins and what have I learned today. And I'd like to just do that every day, just to kind of have something just to reflect on my day with. And you know, some days I really find it hard to find 5 like wins, but other days I find it so easy. So it really does depend on the day. Like today I've not really done much, but I think a win for me will be like getting a lot of filming done, probably hitting my steps because I will hit them this evening, reading a classic book, which I don't tend to do often. What else is a win for me today? Having a good day at work generally is like a win, or feeling productive at work. Not coming home from work with a headache is a massive win as well, because I normally do on a Monday because Mondays are hectic. And doing my full body workout this morning because I wanted to push it off. So they're like my 5 wins. What did I learn today? I generally think of something that I've learned. I think of it in the moment. Then moving on to prompt. Then moving on to habit number 8. You can tell I'm used to filming 2-hour videos. I moisturise once a day. I, again, like the skincare, would never do it, and I probably still wouldn't do it if I didn't like write it down and know that I have to do it. It does feel a little bit like a chore. It takes 2 seconds. It literally takes me like 30 seconds in the morning to moisturise my body, or after a shower I will moisturise. So normally it's in the morning. It takes like 30 seconds to a minute. I hate it. It's such a chore. But again, my skin would not be looking as nice as it does if I didn't moisturise every day. And it's so soft, it is really worth it. So yeah, moisturising's on there, and trust me, I want to postpone it every single day. Every day I get out of the shower and I'm like, I've got to moisturise. Oh, I just want to get changed. And every time I moisturise, it's so quick, so easy, and I feel great afterwards. And I don't really think about it much anymore. I still want to put it off, but I don't really think about like the act of doing it. I do the same thing every day. I do the same amount of pumps of cream. I know exactly what I'm doing. It sounds so silly, but it just makes it so easy to do. And yeah, sometimes I mix up moisturiser and it's fun. And yeah, that's all I can say on that. Prompt. Oh. All I can say on that. Prompt or habit number 9 is to floss. I, again, was really rubbish at this. I've always had relatively nice teeth and I've always wanted to look after my teeth. I literally am terrified of my teeth falling out, which, funny story, one of them did actually basically half fall out the other week, and that was, honestly, I cried. I'm terrified of it. So yeah, I make sure I really look after my teeth. I brush my teeth with an electric toothbrush, obviously twice a day. I floss once a day, and I will Listerine, I will mouthwash twice a day as well. It's kind of, I don't think it's that in depth. I think it's a pretty general like teeth brushing routine, but I've met a few people and they're like, no, you're like intense with it, but it's fine because I will come back from a night out and I will be like brushing my teeth and flossing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's kind of autopilot now, but for a long time I didn't do it. And part of me is like, do I take away this on the habits that I don't have to track it But then also part of me is very much like, if I take it away, will I then stop doing it? Because I won't feel like I need to, because I need to tick it off. And it doesn't take much. I'm used to doing it. So for me to tick this off each day isn't like the end of the world. So I kind of am leaving it on there for that. But yeah, I just, in the evenings, I'll brush my teeth after dinner and then floss and then moisturize and then mouthwash, and then we're done for the day. And the 10th prompt that I do every single day is vitamins. It is kind of my vitamins and my medication. So I am on antidepressants to help with my anxiety, and I take that once a day in the evenings, as well as an antihistamine as well in the minute for the summer, and a multivitamin just to try and keep on top of my obviously health. And so I take them every day in the evening. But again, if I didn't write it down and monitor it, I probably would forget. And I used to be awful at taking my contraceptive pill every day. I used to forget it all the time. So actually having it written down and knowing I've got to take it off is really simple, easy, and an easy one to do. So then we move on to the two habits that I kind of, if you can see down the bottom, there's like little dots. So my Aura Ring step goal, I want to do at least 5 times a week. Sometimes Matt and I will go out on the weekends, or if I don't get it done during the week, if I'm not feeling very well, then we'll get it done in the weekends. But I was finding trying to hit 84,000 steps a day was really becoming really like draining, and I wasn't getting enjoyment out of it. I felt like it was such a chore. I was having to go for like multiple walks a day. And then some days where I genuinely wasn't feeling very well, or genuinely was just really tired, especially with starting a new job, I then was having to do like 25k steps on the weekend. And it was just a lot. Matt and I had a lot of time pressures, a lot of like crunches around like steps and stuff like that. And we felt like we had to constantly be doing it, and it's just not ideal. So I've switched it down now to just do my Aura Ring step goal a day. So some days that's baseline is 10,000. So if I'm having a really good day and I've had a really good night's sleep, then I might go up to 12, 13,000. If I'm feeling rubbish, generally before my period, I've seen it drop all the way down to 3,500. That is doable, it kind of on those days. So yeah, I really enjoy actually having that there, and I've been really enjoying kind of like knowing, oh, it sounds silly because 10,000 steps a day is still a lot, especially with an office job, but I'm like, oh, it's only 10,000. I'm like, oh, I can hit that easy. That's not like, I don't even need to worry about it, especially going on a walk at lunchtime. I literally don't bat an eyelid and I pretty much hit 10,000 steps, go for a walk at lunch, and then I get home, do bits and pieces around the house, and yeah, hit my step goal. And the final one is workout. Again, this has got 4 dots underneath it because I do 4 workouts a week, and it's just, again, another way to like habit track and keep it off and hold myself accountable. So that is kind of where that is. There will be, I think I will insert a clip of me doing like one of my workouts, but there either has been or there will be a workout and exercise video for this month coming up that's dedicated to that. So obviously go and watch that if you want like more in depth of what my workouts look like. But yeah, that's 4 times a week. So that's 4 times a week. So those are all the habits that I do daily. Obviously there's a couple that I don't do every single day, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know, comment down below what habits you guys do every single day, and if there's any on there that you think I should add or adapt or anything like that, and if there's a way that you guys track like your step goal or whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, don't miss next time. I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.